Episode 4 GC News. Mema Obibia Akwaba. I had here latest and hot news. Nkwa Eramede Bremo. NT so you subscribe to channel dia bomodia say will be subscribe. The other na say will click the subscribe button, you know. Now our barely a year notification, you know. We understand new video be upload, you know. When the first person once ebe can a year sa video. Afi we are now like a video. Give us a thumbs up now. Afi share my offer so now. When you be here now, we and someone ekoso Ghana memoir. Afi you share yeah and someone abeto yepno so. Inti yes ansemi ya baba to inti ansemi.
Enti na no appointment ti sha se e bayi. What te hwa ade ba ko a wo hunu se wutim se anigye wa manfo mu fanfe like the minimum is Alaska ya tam dwumade de sha wonsa
I was a wusu
e ya asudie na de sha wonsa ye mpam white nkoda so da mu enko huruhuru because the understanding is that menso nyame abie kwaya mame
me ba be wia.
And you see, they don't feel scared because on himself, even when I come and I mess up, consequences be any baby. Alaska in other now know me who send a yes swear in among four to various offices in the United States of America and other places. Alaska appointments in a buy and as for where among for demeanor and as for because they know say even though President the Sammy I'm a Jumadi away, but there is other side of it. Me there are consequences. By idea no, it's total jubilation, fanfare, ye and nina just a time. Because clearly a child say it's not about delivering on any mandate. It is about the joy we have in going to an office, maybe to make money for ourselves and do the process things that has been happening. At the end of the day, if I mess up, my buying a home, there are no consequences in us. I think going forward, you know, say it to me, establish those ground rules no go. So Alaska. You don't mess up and get away with it. Prior to elections, you know, now you can't your constitution. Alaska, you can't live in 2025 and have a document that was written in 1992 and guide your life. It's not possible. What I say?
Analog.
That is why even say Obi Ayana been so bad dwelling a life on Old Testament. The Kwan or born a brand who dress in who appearance clothing who say Old Testament in their bumper. Now book I actually in 1700. And I'll be so that ball better than as I wouldn't part of a crowd out in room. You only the part of better. What I'm saying is Alaska. These things are supposed to reflect your friends saying daily wishes, aspirations of the people. Because you move quite no, not near messes. Now say yes to buy one tenacum da.
Okay.
And you can you say yes to buy one tenaco tenapongos into Miss Meko tenapongos. Oh, you crowd about them. What has ever American? So a happenings I near my ACC no, and I inform me how to adjust and shift things. Abaya Alaska near my Bekoye, because I didn't Yankopon Bowiasi. Yeah, they call him. First, in any panty kromo urbanization, there was a tama urbanization a buyer when your friends say steam and way yet me engine yet me yeah and right. A be water and as for a small factory and then people started moving from villages to come and sit at the center sabaya ombeti menya nyuma bi aye and then they to so aye ye nyina be hu city na city bi ani ba bia
that's right
enti sa na tie ye koyanim so your constitution, no, there are a number of issues. There is the need for us to update certain portions. Now, my culture says, many part of those who are calling for a total jettison of the document, because the very moment you jettison entire constitution, it means that the Fourth Republic, you know what you don't know.
Okay.
Because the foundational document, give life to the Fourth Republic. And what we can do is to look at the essential portions of it. It deserves a amende, na who say, what are our needs? What is the future? If I na see it me, yes, I am Alaska. I think that is the only way, and it's good. President Mahama Bawumia making a priority, and within few weeks after, was setting up a committee and one more that particular mandate. I'm told they have 6 months to submit their report, and as for them, they should be able to engage a wide range of people. Some of the portions now among 4% young review no ababebre and Amejawa you can mention a lot of them.
That's right.
I say yes na who ye na you make sure that those are the essential aspect of it. I say yes and there are new things that we also need to include in. Come I can't just say na niema bebre meje we are seeing a camera with its own prescriptions. So you need to foresee some of these things. Now I forecast it and see how I coming up with legal framework. I bet me regulating some of these things. Now you certain areas bare because Yabakroma and Sembi Akokot for Obukakudu we had a whole constitution name. Now after Ababa back and forth, now Supreme Court have to come in non-one casa based on discretions and as a no they pronounce and then we move on. I think that this is an opportunity for us. But you see, in the past, we've seen similar attempts. So Professor Mills by OEB.
That's right.
Set up committee recommendations in as for by Alaska up to now yet ABC. So setting up a committee to look at these issues, and having the real commitment to do it, so another thing. Because the critical portions now yeah can nina your friend is saying those are ya padlocking. Say you can't the constitutional provisions now you're padlocking now what I say. How you need referendum and those kind of huge processes to be able to make those changes in NASA for them. So as we go on, I think these are some of the things we also need to do and see say if we engage the general public to do some of these changes, how is it going to sit well with the people? Are people going to now other forces so I'm sorry against the whole process in for. So constitutional review is one of the major things I am calling for. Say we need to legislate it and other stuff. You make it sure say yeah, mine democracy. These are some of the things that we need to do. For instance, Alaska, Article 71 holders and emolument and stipends and name allowances. My culture say the only way I mean say government is serious and mess up per diem na you mam for. Wakokro ways were to coin night near $2 $4 and then as for Sasicano. Alaska. If what's now we yearly competition now the amount of money that goes into such venture.
And Jessica
Ketua. I bet me I set up a number of young people almost in your life. Per diem. So Nipana to cry SOD 1 week under some circumstances they turn up just is whole lot. Because my son I'm now walking me through what is involved in that particular line. And people are making millions out of that particular way. These are some of the loopholes. Alaska, we need to cut it and seal it. And make sure that such money is, yet direct, to serve different purposes and the social welfare issues. We can even have a way to address some of these things. So it's not just a window dressing, constitutional review, no. There must be a holistic commitment, and that commitment now ebe here in this review ebe kwati nipa no mudi animu no. The question is that would they be willing to let it go through?
Would they have that political
because
will?
Because aban basa or cancel per diem ministers and CEOs and mpanimfo mututu kwan na for they are the very people who are going to lose. The question is yes, the question is would they let it go? And again, you see, the way a monument system is such that there are huge gaps between people who get to that positions and the people our ground. And there will be there is no life in teaching. Even at the lower level. There is no life in doing nursing. There is no life in other jobs. The only life thing people see are politics. So now you see a lot of young people moving into the political arena because that is where Winya Baby Koko Ura Alaska also bet me some coin. What I say. So I know the day, the kind of minds that are needed to ensure say we have generational thinkers who will be able to have the forecaster. Bet me a position of mine I'm a minor D, such minds and don't even get opportunity to get close. I know the day, people are more that particular muscle. No more any problem with me. There are people who get through. I know the day a business as usual. So I think we need a holistic approach. Making sure say there are certain practices and near my Chroma as he overhauling because he see really committed near a stage for the future. That particular approach, and this your friend is saying that kind of populist style now it must be holistic. Now you addressing all the major challenges in our constitution. Now you said constitution has been updated and the current form reflected the aspirations and the wishes of the people of this country. Now see you move walk that we know say we are moving and I think that is the only way and other aspect of it has to do with Alaska. There be a catcher among for Bokrono Kruma, no more for Muhodi. Among for Bokrono Kruma, no more for Muhodi. Entinano appointment shall say by what the ade ba ko a wo hu say wutim say anigye wa amanfo mu fanfare like the minimum is Alaska ya tam dwumade de hya wonsa
I was say wusu
e ya asudie na de hya wonsa yempam white nkoda so da mu enko huruhuru because the understanding is that menso nyame abie kwaya mame
me ba be wia
and you see they don't feel scared because onim say even when I come and I mess up consequences be ani ba bia Alaska in other now no me who say na swear in amanfo to various offices in the United States of America and other places. Alaska appointments in a buy and as for where amanfo demeanor and as for because they know say even though president Asante Bediatuo ama me dwumadi away but there is other side of it. Me sleepia there are consequences. By idea no it's total jubilation fanfare ye gi anine chese time because clearly a chiro say it's not about delivering on any mandate. It is about the joy we have in going to an office, maybe to make money for ourselves and do the process, things that has been happening. At the end of the day, if I mess up, my buying the home, there are no consequences in that. I think going forward, say it to me, establish those ground rules. So Alaska, you don't mess up and get away with it. This aura has been in discussion for so long. And you see, the concentration has always been after recovering Niema amanfo awia. I think we must also focus on the Niema amanfo bewia.
Okay.
Now amanfo take you serious. Yes, focusing on the Niema amanfo awia, we need to yes ajije. But the amanfo bewia no so because we don't know what people are going to steal in the future. And there's as long as a nipa na ye de omokwa abai mu no there, that likelihood and that probability is there. So we are government now. You do things to inspire that particular confidence in people. Say, in as much as we are committed to recovering loot in the past, we are also committed and we are on top of ensuring, say, will be criminals, will be among for no. There will be similar fate waiting for them. And I think, say, that will lay the ground rules in as a form. Esia, and that friend I make for him, I'm a patcho. Make of me chrome software, sa near mano, Alaska. Na ya hu say ye kwaye nim because my catcher said that is the only way I able to move away from point A to point B. This usual politics I so ya buy mu na abi ye de ope in the end no what tenasia na 4 years no twawie na what tenasia analysis say within this 4 years and what has been the significant improvement be aba e Ghana for abraboma obekwa na 0 so the whole 4 years na ye to aba no na ekokwa say ye be boa nkrofo mo mbenya sika
ya peguma me binu
yes na your friends say and we live in a society we are so backward your friends saying backward in our thinking to the extent say Ghana minister obi oyoba onyem na watwa no ho na watwa plane no ko US no akọ no onya
that's a green card
wanya citizenship dia manaba oman na oya minister wo no kra no. He doesn't even believe in that country. He sees that country as some kind of a bullshit country.
That's right.
And he's never free hop. And some of these things we tolerate, Alaska. And it's the reason why a lot of people celebrated Trump for cancelling that particular thing.
That's right.
Because you can't be a minister in Ghana. Now when you ma or mine our team no who contribute to say or mine be you know. Now what plane take it go one thing akwaje obi maimu citizenship dia ma oba. Because you know say or mine our team is a shithole.
So you don't even believe in yourself.
Alaska, in a serious country, beyond the very moment you do that, you lose your position.
Exactly.
Because we don't even respect ourselves. And citizens, politics, as I'm making you being one.
We do politics with our emotions.
Yes. In some way, making what Tenacia now go deep about say and some amount for because this is a person I want take oath or parliament president that they said and say, oh, taking an oath. Say, or committed to building this country to ensure that Ghana becomes a better place. You have power to do so, but we don't believe in this country. Yes, because our visa, because our he has the financial might.
But when I to about we are no amount 50 Ghana for cheap compound.
Now 50 Ghana or more being put there. Say so Alaska gradually amount for need and America say first na man for that blind loyalty that kind of you become a fool, that kind of emotional support you become a fool no people are walking away from that particular line because those lines don't work anymore. What I say the politics should be a venture, Sebi, a benefit everyone.
That's right.
What I say, and that is what we must commit to pursuing. Na ankwaya sa na dey say boamena menye ye boamena minsi baby boamena memfa me fie for na abusuan for why you live in poverty and you become impoverished forever na me say onipa na obi aniti o so ni say along the line obi aniti
said that Sebi obakwa ni beti okase ni beti na gudu.
Yes, and I keep telling people that in life whenever you come into contact with nipa na woni nipa delia, however stupid you think that person is, however uninformed, ignorant, however where do you partners for? Whenever you are dealing with a person, remember, so a day will come, that person will tell his story.
A day will come
that everybody tells his or her story, and whether you become a hero or a villain in somebody's story, no, it depends on the role you play today.
Right. Ivan J. Innocence. My main King Kang messages no kakra enfama give joy GH. Osi majanen de Ivan. Us Vita Osi hwe wejagbawe constituency hwe de ni MP ko ye nra enugwase enkwa as Vitona Osi onjidio anodon prayer illegal onu ni munangasa kura no ufa kweti kwan bi so ema scan resource na electoral commission bibisa edema wo kura babo obi tuo ni na mutuo ene abobotuo MP Queen Adepa Ozenes Addison obekoso na wa account to ex-president Nanado because Emra na Ghana for ekas we twesike bi na one demonstration we also no he doesn't account to Ghana for or account to Nanado dan tie onko no ni Nanado nko koshe Adepa Queen na nkasa say ene Honorable Chairman Sabosu kura na waye ni hu Mugabe e wo parliament kura na we fi ho it has Afenyo Markins ensue bibi emfefrim say akakabisa ni ahanta ni sorry jane etu betwa ke Robert Jr. also another pre or ye jail candidate now on the entrance Robert Jr. Edwe fi kaswa ena odi ebaye mamimfa we eye nyamikan eye Facebook mami ko WhatsApp Paul Amenosoji osi serial call ambassador Alaska the Don osi vetting nipa baako ye bisa be 1,000 questions into me and so Ghana for anase into me and so Ghana for ye hawanu osi ministers omu ni mo medwuma dada e the question bebrebe ye bisa eno entumi nya hwe no bizu bisa se na se aya Afenyo Markins was anyanse di bisa question bebrebe aden one fa no bisa amboa na aban no waba be di parliament anim edwomako 88 from 137 to 188 Afenyo Markins just trying to appease the base but ono kura no niam nko ifa ma no asan si say the way Fizenu Central no de bae Alaska osi yeda obi osi ye twechia obia osi yanka no krese NPP aye micro minority wo parliament Afenyo Markins edi enim no still omo enyi ntumu ana omo hu se Ghana fo ayi omo pa ahwe ato abade etia wo osi Afenyo Markins aye ni suban yo order na di no ebema NPP ase lusu mo omo egusu ye hi papa endi se mo na oye de mo na otan edeba party nim na osi Afenyo Markins hina kura no person oye na nipa no oplisi no ana so question bebrebe na obisa no ene bema Ghana for so nim nyansa na se de se wadwumu ndo a wadwumu endo Musa Edwe fi Kofodia sentimental eno de bae osa Alaska da si ene wa powerful osa Alaska Jan Toronto ene na busuafo yi osi last 4 years yi so very ballot papers last 4 years yi se omo be se nyama bebre ene table document ene nkonwa mu opposition mu power mu se nyama bebre ene ya mu aba mu power sa mu aba opposition sa osi se ya from microwave minority Onusunia FM 92.3. No. Ivan, you say any other matters?
I think sir, back to Parliament again. Now, I heard the ECOWAS. Why? Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali are breaking away from.
That's right.
ECOWAS. It's a very serious issue. I think sir, here urgent discussion.
I'm going to see some passport from BBA.
Yes, Alaska. You see, say your more privileged position, not consistently who abuse you know. What you're supposed to do with that power, you use it to intimidate, exert arrogance. Not what the yet nema. You lose your essence and your relevance. And that's exactly what Parliament is becoming. 92.3 is the reason why you see this hard line when Ebi Ombenyo be for contempt. They try to demonstrate how powerful they are. Our Tikrom have been when they name Parliament power. And do for a bit to say Oliver Nibet Parliament. I've never catch to me or not him. You don't need to, but for you to use enhanced effort to demonstrate that power, natural say a inner weakness and why you are losing grips on that particular thing. Alaska Parliament to me, but enam say abraba nipa brimu born within the house na and represent honorable behavior and as for no and this kind of obia sorry or kind of pefa will know because one behavior in dignity nobody would treat you with dignity and sadia no and eto ECOWAS and some of these countries and take ECOWAS serious this whole ECOWAS thing Alaska ECOWAS is for economic cooperation.
That's right.
That is the focal where you among member states, you bet to be trade liberalization, you bet to be trade among ourselves without any bottlenecks. And after several years, ECOWAS has been in play. Maybe Tenahadam Bekachro say to trade with France from Ghana, to trade with China or maybe America or any European country, far less cumbersome as compared to trading with a neighborhood. Will you believe it?
Oh, no.
Then you ask yourself, say,
what has come of it?
We ask ourselves, say, what has been the essence of ECOWAS economic cooperation? It's useless. So that privileged position, that essence,
has been taken out.
Exactly. Then politically, ECOWAS, apart from economic cooperation, countries connect politically because everything is politics. And we also look after one another just to ensure, say, governance. Alaska, things will get well. ECOWAS as a mother body, and acting as a chief of staff. All super. Your friends say all share other countries to know, say you don't split off. You are within the lane and as a forum. Alaska. ECOWAS, in terms of that role, I understand member countries are sovereign countries. You may not have such overwhelming your friends saying hand to maneuver what they do internally. But Obiya there now in such touch constitution, not that particular act is deemed unconstitutional and as a for now. ECOWAS as a mother body, our duty to work into ensure
that's right.
We help remedy such situations. Example ba kwa de bia me man say yati kroma and I who they see Cote d'Ivoire. Alasani Watara Pencil, Alaska. Nipo mu Cote d'Ivoire. People fought for this gentleman to come because Onigba go that way.
That's right.
This guy comes in. Obeye, your friend saying MP, president for 4 years. Ucha another 4 years here. Then the guy massaged the constitution to give himself a lifeline. Against all opposition within Cote d'Ivoire, he made sure say, either you go to prison or Ubaira.
That's right.
ECOWAS as a mother body didn't see the sense and the need to intervene in that situation. Other countries were watching. Alaska Faye, Asem Kosi wo Cote d'Ivoire.
Asem Kosi our Burkina Faso.
Asem Kosi wo Burkina Faso Konde even Afa. Yes. Gabon.
That's right.
Then we were sending a delegation. I think it started with Burkina. Yes.
Burkina.
Yes, send a delegation at the Akko. Then we sent that joker.
Nuna, are you guilty of that crime?
The same crime, I'm a boy, too, president,
That's
we
right.
sent that joker as part of the delegation to go and speak to. And you have videos now to me say, ECOWAS and Ankasani the Oye. And Alaska, there are several other countries. So if you do a point, this country who say, so politically, is economically, ECOWAS and represent any interest.
That's right.
Any value, any essence. Then politicalism for so be any so because Nigeria issue obi massage constitution, Gabon obi massage constitution. Ninjina no they gave themselves lifeline and ECOWAS recognize the authority and power. Even at the point here, Domboya etu Alpha Conde now massage constitution. You know, ECOWAS issue a directive say the guy should hand over to be a what torpedo constitution are giving himself lifeline. No, and yes sir. Omo bobo soja fo ano omo ba wo 92.3 Alaska you can't blame na say ECOWAS na at some point na it's just a cabal of old men.
That's right. Nana domunya no me.
Yes, and I'm going to meeting as na mistake na kofo bi bag bi so a enura egum na chem pharmacy shop.
Ada on the BP
so BP diabetes because bia nyini aduru age as an ko gene na na no ma grow fie but greediness intino still they are hanging on to power adwene nyansa bia anka ho na nkrasesem kwa no mo de power no di so ekoduru a point a ECOWAS no lose that particular leverage on member countries. So Burkina Faso, Mali, and other countries who are breaking away from Eneno, I will say Alaska, ECOWAS ain't even serve anything for them. And then there is tension that is brewing at the geopolitical arena.
That's right.
Now we are moving away from the unipoly to bipoly to tripoly. And then China, Russia, America will be flexing the muzzles just to tell the world, say, man, I'm a superpower. I'm a superpower. And Alaska, to be a superpower, you need allies. So these countries no move breaking away from ECOWAS, you know, they are finding association with some of these interests.
Exactly.
That is why you saw some of them going to Russia, some going to China, looking for allies. At some point, the Wagner group, now they were in some of the African countries. A more guarded, cool president because Osuro say BBC he has those mercenaries around.
That's right.
Yeah, buy a house no. Now the Wagner group no too gold.
That's right.
Miss Africa ye jokers.
You're not correct.
Any you agree you mpanimfo na omudi yanim no aburo adwemone and the wo mutim is the reason why nipa na the 70 years obewu but still they want to have it all to themselves. Yes.
Rawo afa unana ozu wo cage na ti so safoma fo aban
mo primary school na meti so safoma fo aban mi manyina baba to na ne oda so aban mu okọ waja na ba ho. You see, that is the kind of how sick our people are. The governance whole essence of helping others. Because life, the pass over in China, you can count the number of people. But they won't do it. They won't. The person will prefer to obey you sell, then you become miserable. And even at that age, they still seek more. Unfortunately, that's the part of the world that we find ourselves in.
And is it in the case that youth and now for now as a BNE Gusute?
Oh, Alaska and Americano. You see, any point in time you can get a fool, but you can't hold somebody in that folly forever.
Okay.
I say because aguragu. And then we say and we are saying that we say mpanifo bi o manu bi o say ne young people o mabo mumu ade. No, there is a free flow of information. People are reading, people are seeing things. So when you get exposed to this information, it expand your scope of thinking. Alternative and other options. So Alaska, if I'm here and things na me doesn't serve my interest. Nipa na o ye no serve your interest. What do? You break away. You look for other things that will serve you because at the end of the day, it will come back to your own self and your life. You understand? So I think some of these in Niama way na can bo mine. Ama ECOWAS abedru bia abedru. You see, in as much as almost accept the withdrawal, no, ECOWAS doesn't want these people to go because omunim say omokwa e ho implications in as because these people go align with some of these interests in as for omoba ye region higher. The kind of nearby the crow because China mining activities are all here in some of the countries like DR Congo and as a forum a wholesome crowd and resolving we then when they come in a wholesome ebeye deja and you know ECOWAS letter means what can be. I read a portion of it. They are cautioning other countries and are still part of ECOWAS and say yes, even though Oman withdraw Yajiatum there, but still allow their goods to move through freely. Omo passport in as for you recognize it. To see ameno kasai in as much as omo free no ECOWAS member countries now supposed to recognize passport movement of goods, everything coming from these three countries. Clearly, a choice Ecowas na atase ahu sasa bi nsem hunu na wadi enti Alaska wonya privileged position man bi usu no because sabi nipa na wodi di ne so no kra na yegimifo a you should know say a day will come obey nyansani.
That's right.
And na obi betu no for na ni bete and I met there is this principle me our life whoever I come across in life I know say a day will come the person will go and tell his story. It's what is idea about but there are certain mistakes you avoid them.
Exactly.
Whoever you come into contact with you should know say that contact will never be forever. And a day will come that person will tell their story. And when telling real stories, we don't lie. So either you become a villain or you become a hero. The obayano, that will be what the person will talk about in the future. So when your position, don't abuse it, don't use it to intimidate people. Don't think so. When you can treat them even in our normal dealings with people as friends in relation. Those things. When you get close to people, you should know say one day they will tell their story. So Ecowas, and I yes I have mistakes when you know. And then Akufo that breakaway number, and I'm hoping say going forward, they will tend to learn things differently because in recent time, you I suffer the same fate. When we saw Morocco and some other countries all breaking away because of similar way, no. And Alaska, what can I say? Africa continent way. Kesiro ma kesinya na se nyansa na yenni ana se adenti na ye bread ye bere yi
abi ene nyina ye greedy ye greed
exactly me say African problem ye too ye greed ne indiscipline
and
indiscipline
right
these are the major things because Alaska so where your land size in Africa are 3 times bigger than Europe.
It's true
when it comes to human resources even young population as I see so in country our high fertility rate Niger or Africa has say or baba could averagely 7 children.
That's right.
7 children who are mupia na dey Africa to 18 years. Ne na da form a chain your friend saying what describe in your chain car tie because one nanti sa ma cracket one and nine ye kakra o pia na dey Alaska I
meanwhile, the resources are able to make cater for them, but because of bad leadership,
greed,
bad leadership,
they are suffering. And Alaska, they are see a poverty a uniform across border.
That's right, it cut across.
And because that poverty are coming from here.
Adrenum.
Yes, because you need to me instead of say empower. You see. So when you to me now them power nipa me and nipa me no mo call mo anima they no longer become your burden.
That's right.
Those people will take care of others and they also move on in life. That is why you see plenty social intervention, social programs. Because in Germany oba wa wo no aban ni free say wa wo no ho ba kire no enti ma memoa no woni say anya oba na wa wo na aban ni pen asem na obo awo eya akra na wa wo no say be ya obenya future na oba ono so betimi be contribute to the country.
Exactly.
So you see the long chain. Maame na oji sika na adwen sa aban na adwen no ho. Aban nya wo na odwen no ho. Odwen akra no se be ya akra no e betimi asiye na obe ya adwuma.
But then politician enya baby gina okoto be 5 cars.
What was the 5 cars?
There be asem car or auto cars. Me one a colleague ne kura na to abade man no kura motorbike kuro ni bi.
Nya you dey oni ya the talk mama.
Na ye kura yete ne nam fam.
Yeah, o nam fam.
Mama yem bi. Why?
O the better mo ba twi. Now because so obu so we kwasempa nyini. Sa na tie. So Alaska, I think say sa niema we nyina na akeka aboma e ma ohia. Adodo there because here dey say power now you say when you impoverish the people you can always control them.
That's right.
What I said, Alaska, that's all about me fear now 100 Ghana. Said I don't want you to break away. No boy.
That was what Nanado did when he take away the people's economic freedom.
Yes.
It's your Google banks.
So always you chase.
That's right.
You chase the cake because cake you need them when they see you chase. But good leaders will see how to expand the scope. Some will be able to take advantage. You build yourself because Germany now are buying for $200. Their mama men say on function ne bano. Mama no akra no be ya adwuma amana I get that money in form of taxes.
Exactly.
Akra no ho be ya den and he has a longer life. So akra no say obe ya adwuma 20 years. A government is going to benefit 20 years from the taxes, even though maybe a scan no cry just maybe 3 years and then as a for So Alaska, that is the kind of long
long-term investment
a man for. But I had that long-term investment, impoverish them so that they will always do yes and must follow us and then as a form and the be out ABC a brief deep poverty doesn't take anybody anywhere. So I think that it's lessons going forward. We need to learn these things. Now you how you better to your name. Now you say the whole essence of leadership isn't about no matter property. Who cares about your property? You know on video be Alaska, the poorest man in Accra. Odidi onwu.
That's right.
What I say, American? Sana the richest man. So don't think that you have millions dollars into you are better than Obi. No, it is about the impact and the way you can make on others. That is what will make us all. You understand? So we need to begin to look at processes. I bet me they are good in place just to ensure say social programs and social interventions. Ne kwen fa so betimi aboa expanding the scope. Ama manfo nya nnuma ye is the reason why make sure say apede yam no. Ne na sefo no krom ha yati. Do you know scholarship schemes parliamentarians and enjoy? A number of them.
Scholarship scheme ni ya de ama Ghana for.
Yes.
Sebi omuye ebia need
executive programs na asikafo na na ko hia ni wunkobi.
Cocoa scholarship.
Yes,
obi hu cocoa da.
Yes. We see we are not honest. No, many Dr. Rene have been telling me say heaven be oba bi na ye corner say me hu say o masala na say black mind the line no ma. Me hu say Yankopon kra say no onye serious. Yeah wicked.
Heaven be wa before the
generation are very wicked and diabolic people.
But I say Ivan Che innocent and I would in Kano everything
you waiting for winning and somewhere abeto yepuno so because I say when you subscribe to channel idea but money I say over subscribe so say had here latest and hot news and kwa enamide bravo I feel we are now like video no give us a thumbs up na fi share ma ofofro so na when you be here now who and somewhere ekoso Ghana memo also betimi otchere wadwen afaye and some way nyira ho comment box mu mubati menkabium in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.